on the Stonebergs, Dave recaps his entire weekend of shows. I accidentally go to a Pink concert, and Dave gets felt up at the airport. Yeah, that's the best. Oh, and guys, we help a listener start a business. Well, we encourage him to start his new business. Hooray. And baseball. More baseball. Yay, October. Anyway, enjoy this episode of the Stonebergs on YouTube.
Podcasting from their dining room table in
Way-ho.
California, it's the Stonebergs with Dave Stone and Katie Strandberg. Get it? Advice and encouragement from two goofballs who can barely run their own lives. Call now at 562-548-2012 to be a part of the show. Now welcome, the Stonebergs.
There we go. Okay, the button's red.
The button's red.
All right, we're good.
Recording, everybody.
Oh, man. We just rambled for 5 minutes, and then I realized I forgot to hit record. So, welcome to the Stonebergs.
Welcome to the Stonebergs.
On brand.
We are here, and we're excited. Hi.
Sorry. We're here. We're queer. Adjust.
Wow. Listen, Boo, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Boo. Usually that's kind of a joke because we live together.
Yeah.
But I've been gone for 5 days, so it's good to see you.
Not today, neck.
That's right. Just.
That's from Bravo World.
Okay. What does that mean? Not today, neck.
Well, you're supposed to. A lot of people say not today, Satan. But when Candace Dillard, Queen Icon Legend, by the way, from Real Housewives of Potomac, got upset. She got activated by Giselle. And so when she
got activated.
She got activated.
Was she a sleeper cell?
Yes, she got activated. She got mad. And so in one of her interviews, she said, not today, neck. Meaning her saggy neck.
She was accusing her of having a saggy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So then it became a catchphrase.
I do that sometimes if I'm being a prick to like a stranger. Like you call them like a characteristic of their appearance. Like hey, take it easy, blue t-shirt. Or
why is that such
I don't know why that's funny.
It is funny, but it's also like so demeaning.
Yeah. Hey, what'd you say, Captain Ponytail?
Captain, see, that's
Captain
a good one.
Captain Ponytail is one of my favorites.
I like Captain Ponytail.
What's up, yellow shirt? I used to do this thing.
The shirt color is very mean. I don't know why I'm hurt by that. Like when you said blue shirt, I was like, what's wrong with my blue shirt?
Yeah.
It's crinkly and fun.
Yeah.
I'm beautiful.
No, I do like the outfit, by the way.
Thank you.
Are those technically pajamas?
Okay, they're leisure wear, which is now in.
Okay.
And if you're super skinny and a youth, what they're doing is undoing it, right? The button, the top.
Okay.
And they're just wearing a cool bralette.
What's
so
a
they're
bralette?
like a cool, just a bra, like a really nice silky bra. So when you're going out, it doesn't look like pajamas. You look like you're about to just go disco.
Like Helen Mishke, the braless wonder.
Yes.
In Seinfeld.
Yes.
Yeah. Heiress to the O. Henry candy bar.
Well, sort
fortune.
of, but it's a bra corset. Think of a corset.
Okay.
They're wearing a corset underneath, and then this is open.
Okay.
But I'm doing the Nana in Boca Raton look.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. It looks good.
Hey.
I should get a matching pair.
Well, we all know your thoughts on pajamas.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we don't. Explain your thoughts on pajamas.
I didn't know I had thoughts on pajamas.
You don't like them.
I mean, they're okay.
I've tried to get you pajamas before.
Oh, like the matching set?
Yeah, so we're getting pictures.
I just feel like a little boy. I'm not a little boy. I'm a big boy.
You're a man.
I'm a man. Men don't wear matching pajamas. We wear old concert T-shirts and underwear with holes in them.
I mean, that would be so cool. Well, I feel like you were correct with this outfit. Like, I think you could wear the pants with like a nice shirt. Not this shirt, but like a different type of shirt, and it be an outfit. Hey, if I want to wear some jeans and this shirt, I think that's okay. But if you put them together, I'm on my way to hospice.
Don't say that.
I can say that because I've been there.
I know.
Is that wrong?
You have not been there. I don't want you to be there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You've been there as a visitor. I don't want you to be
Anyway,
patient.
way to bring it up.
Yeah, hey.
How was the comedy festival that you had lined?
So good. Welcome to the Stonebergs Hospice. No, it's good to be back. I was gone all weekend. I'm so tired. I didn't route this little run very well. I forgot that Cincinnati was 6 hours from Milwaukee, and I had to be in Milwaukee at like 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Oh, no.
After doing 2 shows Saturday night in Cincinnati. So I got like 3 hours sleep, got up at 6 a.m., drove 6 hours to Milwaukee. But it was worth it because I did the live Boogie Monster reunion.
Oh,
that was fun.
Go?
It's good to see old Kyle. We had a good time. I hadn't seen him since we started our hiatus back in, whenever, was that April or May?
I don't remember time or space. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
But for context, if you don't listen to the other podcasts I used to do with Kyle Kinane, we did the Boogie Monster for almost 7 years, and we're on a little hiatus, indefinite. We're playing it by ear. You know, there was no fallout, there was no beef. It was just, I think we both needed a break. It kind of, I don't want to say run its course, but I did.
Sometimes you need a refresh.
Yeah, I just felt like the show was getting a little stagnant, and you know, with everything else going on, you know, I was trying to recommit my life to stand up.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that growing up in church. Every now and then somebody would come up and they would make a public acknowledgement of recommitting their life to Christ.
I know, recommitting.
So I'm recommitted. I've been recommitting my life to stand-up comedy.
How do you
summer.
Recommit to Christ?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. So
thoughts?
None.
Give us a call.
Yeah. Is Charlie okay over there? What's going on, bud?
He's in the curtain. Charlie's been acting out lately. I'll tell you, this weekend has been a Charlie extravaganza.
Yeah, how's he doing?
Emo. He's just sad.
He's always
sad all the
sad.
time.
Should we? Do they have dog therapists? Should we take him in?
I know. Honestly, I was looking up dog acupuncture.
Oh no, I don't think that's.
It helps relieve stress.
Says who?
Says Dr. What was that guy that told me I was going to die?
That's like when they say like,
Kim. Dr. Kim,
like,
remember?
Dog food, new and improved taste. Says who? The dogs?
Oh, he's not comfortable.
Oh, jeez.
He thought that was a blanket, I think. He thought the curtains were a blanket, and now he's wrapped himself into a curtain.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, jeez. Well, so I know, I want to talk to you about something.
Uh-huh.
How was the travel day? I know you get a little McGroucherson sometimes on travel days.
Do I? I try not to, but.
Well, I wouldn't say grouchy. I'd say incredibly specific about your wants and needs.
Really? That's a nice way of saying it. No, I do. I never noticed it, but you pointed it out. You pointed out that I like shift into like game mode.
Oh, you're amazing in the airport.
Yeah, when it's time to travel, like I ain't got time for chit chat.
Nope.
You know, let's focus.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I absolutely despise air travel. Like it's just the whole process.
It's awful. I mean, you're correct in being annoyed.
Yeah, that's not a unique opinion. Nobody likes flying and going to the airport and stuff, but just the whole process. Ugh.
Well, every time I've been with you in an airport, what I find hilarious is you get stopped every time.
Oh my God.
Every time you get patted down, and it is amazing to watch. It's okay, Charlie, just go into it. Oh boy, he's gone.
Yesterday was the worst it's ever been. I got straight up molested.
Okay.
At TSA. I'm serious. I'm not.
Molestation and hospice.
It was nuts. Like this guy.
Okay, you always say that, though.
But it was like just all the nooks and crannies. And then they get away with it by saying, oh, it's the back of the hand. But like in this modern age of like hyper aware, like sexual misconduct, like in any other context, you know?
No, you're correct.
And I get, hey, we're just doing our job. But let's be honest. This is America. You know, who do you see just really crushing their job? But if that was my job, it would be totally understandable if they were just like, all right, blah, 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 okay, you're good.
Yeah.
But this guy was like looking for the Holy Grail. Like,
how many seconds was it?
The whole thing probably took 30 seconds. And it
No.
usually takes like, 5 or 10. I mean, just up into the crotch.
Yeah.
Up this leg. Back of the hand, all across the balls and the Dave and Buster's.
Did you say anything?
Then I just kind of giggled. And they even said, like, hey, would you rather, like, they gave me an option to, like, do you want to go step into another room? And I'm like, man, do your thing. And then I had to turn around, up the crack. Then I had to do a thing where I turned back around, and I put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm, like, doing, like, a standing split. They're all up in me. Like, it was insane. And, like, okay.
Is it ever a woman? Because that's interesting.
No, I think they have to be like, yeah, I think they have to.
What if I was like, I prefer a man?
Yeah, I prefer a woman. You have any buxom ladies that could do this? But I just walked through the fucking metal detector. Here's my question. What do I have, pardon the whatever, what do I have in my pants, hypothetically, that's not made of metal, that is still dangerous? Like, what are they looking for at that point?
They're looking, I think they're looking for drugs, because you'd be the perfect drug mule.
Okay, well then, so the whole TSA thing, the whole TSA, is that to keep us safe on airplanes, or is that to enforce drug laws?
Aaron?
Like,
fact check.
do you know what I mean? So you're looking for drugs. So this whole song and dance and all these soldiers in blue that are protecting us from terrorism. Who gives a shit? Do you know? I mean, yeah, I know you can't be taking drugs, but like, what's the focus? Yeah. But like, if we're looking for weapons, what I got, a paper mache bomb? I got a rubber gun. I got a cardboard knife.
You could have a shiv made of a fork, plastic.
But like, I'm joking, but I'm also being serious. Like, what could I possibly have that's not made of metal, that I got past the metal detector, that's, I mean, okay, like maybe a vial of poison or something, but like, in terms, drug schmugs, but like, in terms of keeping America safe on our airplanes, what made it through the metal detector that is harmful now, that I'm smuggling in my pants?
I think that it's just TSA agents being like, I want to feel that dude.
I mean, boy, that's a big song and dance just to cop a feel.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's worth it. That is their time to shine. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Let them do their weird thing.
And they're always so condescending. Not the pat down people, but the first line of defense, when they're telling you what to put in the tray and take your backpack and take the laptop, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've flown before. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Oh, no, I love it because I'm like, I forget and I freak out. I get to that stupid thing and I'm like, how many trays do I do? Where's my shoes? Are the shoes separated from that tray? God!
Then I got on the plane, and I haven't had this in a while. Guy sitting in my seat.
Oh.
And I don't mind paying an extra $10 or $12 to pick my seat. Mm-hmm. And I always like the window seat because I got a pretty healthy bladder. I pride myself in not using the bathroom on short flights. So I'm not hopping up and down, and I don't want to hop up and down to let the other two schmucks go pee every hour. So just put me. So anyway, I pay like $12 extra for 28A. And then also, you know, every row, they got the little diagram. A with the window, and B, and then C with the aisle.
Yeah.
And it was a young couple, like early 20s, and the guy's sitting in my seat. And he played dumb. He's like, well, huh? And he starts looking around. I was like, yeah, that's A. And then he goes, are you sure? It's like, I'm positive. And I just pointed to the, okay. Because he had the window and then she had the middle. And I guess they wanted me to have the aisle. But I'm like, yeah.
He wanted you to be like, that's okay. Yeah, I'll just stay here.
And I said, yeah, they charge extra for that I paid for. But he was just like, he wasn't being a dick about it, but he was kind of playing dumb.
Like, I hate when people play dumb.
You never been on an airplane, bro? Like, yeah, A is the window. So says the stupid diagram right above your head. Like, but he was, so just pretend, just be honest. Oh shit, I was hoping you wouldn't show up. My bad. There you go. But like, what? Hey, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Yes, it's like scram.
See, I would have been probably nice. I would have been like, it's okay.
No, it's not okay if you paid extra to specifically get the window seat.
That's crazy. They charge more for the window seat?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I'm just saying that you can pick your seat. Like, it varies from airline to airline, but I'm saying you buy your plane ticket, and if you don't pay any extra for whatever, you just get what they give you.
Okay.
But for, and it varies from where you're at in the plane, but I don't really care where in the plane I sit. I just want to sit by the window. So I find the cheapest you can pick your seat for $10 or $12 or whatever it is. And I'm like, I'll pay $12 and I pick that seat.
You wanted that seat.
Yeah. Although I was thinking, like, it'd be funny if somebody paid extra to pick their seat and they always picked the middle seat. What kind of a psycho would do that?
Was it a full flight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So,
That's
but
the
on the
worst.
way home yesterday, I every now and then, if they haven't sold on Spirit sucks because they nickel and dime you to death, but they do have. It's not first class per se, like you don't get free booze or anything, but they do have. We sat on our last trip together. We upgraded.
Oh yeah.
But it's basically Spirit's shitty version of first class.
Yeah.
And it's just instead of 3 seats, it's 2 seats, and the seats are bigger, and you're up front.
Fun.
But
yeah, you could put your feet on that thing.
like when you book the flight, a lot of times you could upgrade then, and it's like depending on the flight, but it's usually like $150 or $200 extra. But the thing is, if nobody gets those seats, and then we're the day of the flight. At the gate, they will sometimes say, if anybody's interested in blah, blah, blah. And then it's like $25, $30. So they did that. And I was like, I'll take that. I'll pay $30 on a 4-hour, 5-hour flight. I'll pay $30 to have a bigger seat.
Good.
So yeah, that was fun.
That is fun.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
But yeah, good times. Milwaukee Comedy Festival. That was so much fun. Just had a blast.
That's so cool.
Great
So
festival.
that was live boogie, and then you headlined that night.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And
got
I
it.
was exhausted because, the routing. I messed up the routing and forgot that it was 6 hours between Cincinnati and Milwaukee, and the fact that I had to be in Milwaukee at 1 p.m. instead of my normal, 4, 5, 6 p.m. to do my regular show. We did the Boogie Monster show at 2 p.m., so I had to get up. And I did 2 shows the night before in Cincinnati, so I didn't get back to the hotel till like 1 o'clock. And then I had to get up at 6 and then drive 6 hours, not go to a hotel because it was too early to check in my hotel, just go straight to the venue and do the live boogie. But it was worth it. It was fun. We had a good time. It's good to see Kyle. He's doing great.
How is Kyle?
He's good. He's good. He bought a home. He's a homeowner now. He's excited about that. He bought a 100-year-old, possibly haunted house in Portland. So he hasn't moved in yet. He's still having to do some.
Has he seen anything?
No, but he just says, I don't know if it's wishful thinking or what, but Kyle's a big ghost guy, as am I. It's the part of the plot behind the Boogie Monster. Most of that was ghost and paranormal talk, but he likes all that stuff. But yeah, bought like a 100-year-old home. But he's doing well, and he did a theater. I closed out the festival. It was an 8-day festival. Mm-hmm. Most comedy festivals are like 3 or 4 days. I closed out the final night at the Laughing Tap Comedy Club. Thanks for everybody who came out. Just amazing show. Like, I don't want to, pat myself on the back, but not that I did amazing, but like, I think it was sold out. The crowd was just so hot.
That's so great.
But yeah, just amazing show. But so anyway, I closed out Sunday night at the club, but Saturday, Kyle was the headliner at the Pabst Theater, this legendary, beautiful theater downtown Milwaukee. I saw some pictures of it, and but yeah, apparently he had a great time, great show. He's doing some theaters now, so he's excited about that.
How dare you, boo? Wow, unprofessional.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, and the week before he did, I think he said he sold out 1,800 seats in Denver.
Holy
so yeah,
God.
Kyle's kind of, and he has been for a few years. He's kind of in that in between stage of sometimes he'll do comedy clubs or rock venues, and then certain markets he'll do like full on theaters. And that Pabst Theater is beautiful, beautiful theater. So he did that Saturday night, and I think earlier in the week they had Todd Barry. So it was
cool.
like 3 or 4 headliners for the whole festival, and I was the last one on Sunday, and just had a blast. It was a lot of fun. So thanks for everybody who came out.
That is so awesome.
To the Laughing Tap. And by the way, I love Milwaukee.
Well, yeah.
It's such a cool town.
I've never been there.
You've got to come with me next time.
I don't know why I said well, yeah.
And I can't put my finger on why I like it so much. I love all big Midwestern cities. Like, I love Detroit. I like Cleveland. I like Pittsburgh. Chicago's great. Some of those Midwestern cities, have a bad reputation in terms of for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know, they're boring or it's the Midwest. But like, man, Milwaukee was fun. The food. I mean, a lot of German and Polish, a lot of sausages, a lot of cased meats.
Did you go off your carnivore diet this run?
No, only at the last night at the club. I was just so starving. I had some gummy bears.
Oh, I love how you cheated. Yeah. That's really good.
I had some gummy bears and I had a couple of beers.
Okay.
So I'm trying to cut down on the booze, especially with this carnivore diet. But no, my new hack, by the way, on the road, I found a carnivore diet hack. I was thinking, like, all right, especially when I'm really on the move, I don't have time. Like in the South, I can always pull off to a Waffle House and just get some bacon and eggs or whatever. But like I said, there was so much driving this weekend that I really didn't have a lot of time to like stop and go in and eat. And I usually do try to do that when I'm on the road. Mm-hmm. That's an old Nate Bargatze told me that trick years ago about when you're traveling and touring as a comic. You're driving everywhere. He's like, stop and eat lunch.
Go inside.
Just stop, park the car, get out, go. Even if it's McDonald's, just go in and it's just psychologically, it breaks up the day and gives you a little, treat and a little break from being in the car all the time. So I do try to do that a lot, stop and get out and sit down and eat, but I just didn't have time on this run. I was like, well, shit, what fast food can I eat on the carnivore diet? And I found my little hack, Wendy's, Dave's Classic Double. I love Dave's Classic Double, just solid. One of the best mainstream burgers, fast food burgers on the market. But normally I'll order it just as it comes. I like all the gunk on it. But just ordered it plain. They give it to you, and then just take the bun off. And then I'm just holding 2 meat patties with cheese and just snacking on that. So
that's amazing.
It's been my carnivore hack.
I have a question. Do you think you like that hamburger because it is your name? Like if there was like a Katie Burger somewhere, mm-hmm. I think I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it. But,
maybe.
But no, even if it was, Robert's Classic Double, it was Alejandro's Classic Double, it's still a solid damn burger.
Well, good.
Yeah, Winnie's not my favorite, but it's pretty damn good.
Oh, I love their chili. Have you had their cup of chili? And then you can say, add onions or cheese.
Have you had my chili?
No, I've had your chili, of course, and it's delicious.
And you love Wendy's chili.
I do. It must remind me of my parents that are no longer here. Okay. We would always eat that for lunch. So.
Oh, boy.
Well, Boo, I actually did stuff while you were gone. Can you believe it?
Did you have a good weekend?
I did.
Were you safe?
I was.
Did you practice? What do I always say? I need you to practice a high level of personal safety.
And always smile.
And smile. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
That's good.
What'd you do?
I went to a concert. I did. I took myself to a concert, and I thought...
No, you took you and your friend to a concert.
Oh, right. I took, yeah.
Because that's why this story is funny.
Okay.
You bought concert tickets for one of your best friends, Jazz.
Yes.
To an artist that she doesn't particularly like. Happy birthday.
And her birthday is at the end of the month. It's not in the beginning. I was dead wrong on so many things. Uh-huh. Jazz is my sister from another mister. Mm-hmm. She's awesome.
Y'all have known each other for a long
over
time.
10 years now? Yeah.
Jazz used to be my boss.
Yeah, she used to be your boss. Oh, yeah, that's where we all met.
Yep.
So, yeah, she's just the best. And she came over. And she was so sweet all week because she's like getting excited about the Pink concert. And she would show me like screenshots of her listening to Pink. And I'm like,
Pink is who you went to see.
Oh, yeah, we saw Pink. Mm-hmm. And it was some sort of carnival. It was supposed to be so fun.
And where was it
sparkly. The SoFi Stadium.
Is it a stadium?
It's a stadium.
Pink is doing stadiums?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Must be nice.
It must be nice.
I mean, not really for comedy. I don't.
No.
Like, more power to the comics doing hockey arenas now.
Yeah.
Bert and Tom and Nate and that whole crew. Good for them, but comedy's not good.
You don't think?
No. In an arena?
Yeah.
No. Even a theater sometimes is too big.
What I learned about SoFi Theater is, you're correct.
SoFi Stadium, yes.
SoFi Stadium. It's not a theater.
Yeah, that's where. Is that where I think that's where the Rams play. Is it the Rams or the Chargers? One of the LA football teams plays there.
Yeah, I don't know. Concerts stress me out.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Uh-huh.
So I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I've been worried about this thing for a while, okay? And I knew, okay, I'm taking Boo to the airport Thursday morning, and then me and Jazz are going to go to SoFi. So I got coffee all day, you know, because I like to go to bed early.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so excited. Come to find out, Jazz doesn't really care about Pink at all. For some reason, now it was Sia. It was Sia that we liked.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was because we did go to a Sia concert back in the day when I was drinking, and it was dope because I got a bottle of wine at Hollywood Bowl. They put it in one big cup because they don't give you
They pour a whole bottle of wine in one cup?
Yeah, because they don't want the bottle out there to break and stuff.
What?
So,
How big's the cup? Like a big gulp?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause,
it was awesome.
Am I right in saying I think a glass of wine is 4 ounces, I believe, and I think there's 4 glasses in a bottle. So really, that's not that much liquid. That's 16 ounces.
But
it does seem like there's more than 16 ounces in a bottle of wine. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
You just wanted to talk about math.
Yes. I'm always trying to
love math.
I always try to weave that into every conversation.
So go to SoFi, and meanwhile, I think I'm out of touch.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that because I'm always out of touch. But like this is out of touch because it felt like Jazz, who is 5 years younger than me, was with her elderly aunt, like going to like a concert that the aunt thought, I'm the aunt in this situation, was amazing. I paid for an orange ticket, which is a parking area at the SoFi Stadium. Very far.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot of money, the orange ticket.
And you still had to travel a long way?
Yes.
I mean,
it was a hike. It was $99.
And then how far was the parking spot?
It was like 0.75 miles.
No way.
Yes.
3/4 of a mile.
Yes.
You had to pay that much money and then walk 15 minutes.
Yes. And
holy shit.
What I thought with these tickets was, I thought it was going to be like your Deadhead, like experience where you got to go and it was really good tickets. You're in the, I guess you were very close and it was
great,
nice.
By the way.
Okay, so the tickets were not cheap. They weren't cheap. So in my head, I'm like, it'll be VIP section. We'll come in and they'll have a red carpet and it'll be wonderful and we'll talk like this. There was like a hot dog. They didn't have any snacks.
Really?
What's going on with that? You're at a stadium. I'm expecting somebody to come up and down the stairs with, hot tamales.
Yeah, we had that at the Dead and Company.
Yes.
We had,
you did.
Well, just like at the Dodgers game we went to last month.
Yeah.
That you hooked me up with. We had our own server, basically.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, and so going from that to my Pink experience was a little rough. And then I'm not a concert goer. So the first couple, I was like, cool. And then I got overstimulated. It was too much. Because weirdly, ADHD people get overstimulated and they have to like retreat. And so at one point, Jazz says, okay, I think I'm going to go. And what she was saying is, I'm going to go get a drink. And I thought she said, I want to go. And so I get my purse and I'm like, right on. And I just go for the exit, like straight.
And how long into the show was this?
It felt like a long time.
Well, but in reality,
It's probably
you had to guess.
like 6 songs in.
6 songs in,
But-
you were like, let's go.
Here's when I knew Jazz didn't like Pink. And this is it. Alanis Mora mother effing set.
There you go. I was wondering if you were going to be able
Whoa,
to
that
click
was
it all
tough.
together.
It was a tough one. Comes out and does You Ought to Know with Pink.
How about that?
That was cool. But as she comes out, I hear Jazz go, no fucking way. And like it was genuine excitement as opposed to all week it was like, yay, Pink.
That's like you go to a comedy show and you're more excited about the guest spot than the headliner.
Yes. And so on the way home, I laughed really hard with her because I was like, do you even like Pink? And she's like, no, but you were so excited. And I was like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. Fail.
Yeah, well, you gotta like really. Those are details that must be confirmed.
Well, I knew Jazz likes going to concerts, so check.
But even that, like people who like to go to concerts, it's not just concerts. It has to be a band or an artist that they kind of like.
Well, and then me and Jazz have, and it's not a hatred for Pink, but it's like, we don't like her.
I only know one Pink song. Was it one of her first big hits like 20 years ago? I'm coming, I'm turning.
Yeah, she did that one. Yeah,
That's
she
the
did
only
all of
song I
her
know.
hits.
Yeah.
And she does all this amazing circus work, like Cirque du Soleil stuff, where she's going up on those, whatever. Anyway, she did a lot of stand-up. You know how you love that.
Oh,
When
the between
musicians-
song
the
banter?
between songs.
Boy, there is no lower comedic bar
boy.
than the between song banter of a musician.
Not great.
The only thing lower, the only lower bar than a musician trying to be funny is baseball players in the dugout.
Oh.
Yeah, baseball players in a dugout, like pranking each other and being funny. It's like, okay, that's really dumb.
Go practice
Yeah,
hitting or
yeah.
catching or
She
come on.
should go hit a curveball.
Yeah, it was, and listen, so we were trying to figure it out because she's an amazing performer, right? However, this was like her second to last show of an entire world tour. So this broad's tired.
Yeah, she probably drove 6 hours from Cincinnati
She
as well.
probably did. And so she's just, she's having the time of her life, it looks like. Yeah. But it was really fun for her. But as an audience member, it was like, oh, God, how long are we going to talk to the piano guy? Like, I care about your band, but not really.
Yeah.
I just want to see you do fun stuff. But yeah, we just couldn't figure it out. Yeah. So it was great. And then I learned that a lot of people don't have my edible tolerance.
Yes.
Because I gave Jazz a single gummy, which I was like, this is nothing. You'll not feel it. And she was knocked out for almost 24 straight hours.
Really?
Yes.
Came back, had a slumber party.
And then it just kept going through the next day.
What kind of edible did you give her?
I gave her the yellow one.
Oh, the one I just took?
Yeah.
It's 10 milligrams.
I know.
Knocked her out.
Yeah, and she's a drinker.
Yeah.
Like a self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing.
That's
Some
crazy.
people can't hold their marijuana.
Apparently not.
At least, I drugged my friends, so they'll stay. Anyway, but it was great. And then I got to see Gobbity the next day. I had a whole lady weekend.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. What you and Gobbity do? Yeah, Erin Gobbity, your
yes.
college friend?
Yes. She's my sister from another mister. I love her. She's the greatest human of life. And also, she got me coffee and fruit and food, and we just sat at this cute cafe in Eagle Rock and chatted, and hours just flew by as they always do, and it was awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's good. Look at you.
So I went out.
Social butterfly.
Then the last 2 days, I didn't leave the house, but I was tired.
That'd be like me being an Atlanta Braves fan, and you're like, okay, buddy, I know you love baseball. I got you tickets to the New York Mets home opener. And I'd be like, but you've got to iron out those details before you drop. That's the other thing.
It was expensive.
It wasn't like
it was expensive.
It's not like you went down the street to the Troubadour on open mic night, $12 ticket or something. Like
that was the
Pink
worst
at
part.
Sci-Fi Stadium. I don't even know what you paid for those.
Yeah. How dare
But
she, by the way?
it wasn't even. It was the wrong part of the month for her birthday. And it was
beginning.
It was an artist she didn't even like.
So I reframed it as Happy Birthday Month. And then I was like, I'll get you another present. I'm really sorry. Because I think she thought it was just like an extra ticket I got or something. But it was like, no, this is a concert experience. I just saw Pink and Carnival. And you know what? I think I got excited for me. And that's my selfishness. And but it was a great weekend. I missed you.
I missed you, boo-boo.
But we're back.
Everything's good?
Everything's good. Our timer went off twice, so we have to move on, but we have to move on.
I was flying home yesterday from Milwaukee, and I was listening to the Braves. Braves are in the playoffs now.
Ooh.
Playoffs, October Oh my God, October is my favorite month.
I know.
Baseball playoffs.
It's a big day.
Football's in full swing.
Uh-oh.
Halloween. Oh boy. So anyway, I'm listening to the Braves game in my headphones on the plane, and they lost game one. Now this round, the divisional round, it's best of 5, meaning the first team to win 3.
Okay.
You know, if somebody wins 3 in a row, it's a 3-game series. It could be a 4-game series, but at most it will be a 5-game series. First team to win 3 games. And we're playing the Phillies, who we dominated in terms of record. They're in our same division. They were like 14 games behind us at the end of the year, but they're still very good. They're very talented. They're the Braves on paper and throughout the whole season, clearly the best team in baseball during the regular season. That being said, anything can happen in the postseason.
Yeah.
Especially a team like Philadelphia. They're just stacked. I mean, they're not as stacked as the Braves. Braves, arguably, this year had the best offense in the history of baseball. We went over that. But that being said, Phillies are still very tough. Well, Phillies came in on game 1 into Atlanta and won that game. So we're like, shit, now they only have to win 2 more. Then game 2, which was yesterday while I was listening, the first 6 innings, we were getting a no-hitter thrown against us. They got this stud pitcher named Zach Wheeler. Basically, I think he had a no-hitter through 5 or 6 innings. Like, we didn't do anything. We literally got no hits the first 5 or 6 innings. And they had scored 4 runs, so it was 4-0 in like the 7th inning. We finally got a couple of runs. But anyway, very dramatic ending to the game.
It was dramatic. I enjoyed it.
I lost my shit in the plane, and the guy next to me almost shit himself because he didn't know what I was doing. But I found this, by the way. I wanted to play this real quick. And by the way, I'm playing this. There's no mockery whatsoever.
Yeah, there's
this is
no mockery.
Nothing but love and respect. But I just rarely do you hear
this lead-in scares me.
Announcers from other countries.
Oh, yeah.
Announce. So the play last night, it was a game-winning play, defensive play that ended the game and sealed the victory for the Braves. And I've listened to the American broadcast. I've seen that play now about 20 times in the last 24 hours because it was so dramatic.
Ooh.
But this guy's a baseball announcer in India. It's 2 guys, Manish Batavia and Ayush Sharma of the Star MLB network in India. And again, no mockery. I'm not like, oh, this guy talks funny. No, I love how eloquent, just being a sports fan my whole life, like all the American sports announcers kind of have the same cadence and style and tone. And it was just really cool and refreshing to hear a different take on a very dramatic baseball play.
It's 2-2. Big shot coming up. Well, he goes for it. Will it be caught? Is it going over? Is it going over the wall? That has been caught. How big was that moment? Double play, game over. The Atlanta Braves win by the barest of margins. What a comeback this has been. The Phillies have been stunned. Truist Park is thrilled to bits. This is the magic of the Major League Baseball. Former champions showing the world what they're all about. They were looking down and out at one stage. They were trailing 4-0. And then the Atlanta Braves showing that they are a force to reckon with. This is their home. This is their den. You cannot beat them here.
Oh, I love him.
In a row.
This is their home. This is their
den.
That was beautiful.
It was poetic, really.
Yeah, it was poetic.
Oh,
and,
my God, I love that
just
man.
really tickled my fancy. That was just...
I've never seen you grin bigger. Not since our wedding day.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
But yeah, that play last night, as you can see there, just incredible because we had taken the lead. My favorite, not to nerd out on baseball, but my favorite play in baseball is when the home team has been losing the whole game or trailing the whole game. And then at the bottom of the 8th inning, we take the lead, right? So we've been trailing the whole game, and this is what happened. We were trailing the whole game. It's 4-0 till like the 7th. Then we scored a run. Then Travis d'Arnaud hit a home run, scored 2 more, and made it 4-3. But in the bottom of the 8th, we're losing 4-3, and Austin Riley hits a go-ahead home run, a 2-run home run. Now it's 5-4. So I love in the bottom of the 8th, plus there was 2 outs. So we take the lead, and then we get our 3rd out, and then we go back to the 9th inning, the top of the 9th, and then just get them out, and then the game's over. I love just something about that pacing. I love. But so we had taken the lead in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th, 5-4. Well, Philadelphia gets a runner on first, and then that dude in that play, it looked like it was going to be a home run, and that would have given them the lead. Or even if they could have tied it, even if it wasn't a home run, if the guy didn't make the catch, that guy, Bryce Harper on first, would have clearly scored. But just the way that game ended, because so it was 1 out. So the amazing catch was the 2nd out, and then Bryce Harper made a running faux pas. He thought it was not going to be caught, so he takes off. But when it's caught, he's like, oh, shit, I got to go back to first. They throw the ball back in, throw it to first, get him out before he can get back safely. That's the 3rd out. Guess what? The game's over. Braves win.
That's exciting.
It was very exciting.
It was. You showed me the footage
very
a few
exciting.
times,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. It really was. No, I understand. Because, listen, I was watching Southern Charm reruns.
Yeah.
Just trying to get,
Yes.
all prepped for this next season.
Kind of the same thing.
Same exact thing.
I understand.
It's exactly the same.
But,
well, that's awesome, Boo.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before. Like, as much, I mean, it's such a paradox because I love October playoff baseball.
Yeah.
In theory. But then when my Braves are playing, it's just like, I can't enjoy it because it's so stressful.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's how I feel about Bethany Frankel's TikTok feed.
Yeah.
I get it. I completely get it.
Oh boy, should we grab some calls real
Let's
quick?
do it. Let's do it. Let me do that. I'm resetting.
You're
I got the timers. Hold on. Okay.
562-548-2012.
Whoa.
562-548.
Sorry, I talked over. Wait, again.
562-548-2012.
In that order.
There we go. Give us a
cute.
call 24/7. Let us know what's on your mind. We got a fresh one that came in a couple days ago.
Hey, Katie and Dave. This is Justin from Salt Lake City. I just finished your first October podcast, and I did want to recommend another great horror, kind of flew under the radar, called We Are What We Are. Without giving too much away, cannibalism is involved. It's a great little hidden gem. It's on Tubi, whatever you'd like to call it. Another great one. Love your podcasts. Love that you've gone to YouTube so I can catch that while I'm just running around the house on my days off on Thursdays. Keep the great content coming. Love seeing you two on YouTube. But yes, check out We Are What We Are. Thanks so much for the content. Goodbye.
Ah, Justin. Hi and bye.
Thanks, Justin.
Okay,
Salt
I
Lake
love
City.
cannibalism. Let's do it.
Who doesn't love a nice cannibalism tale? No, but in terms of a horror movie, that's great fodder. We Are What We Are. I'm unfamiliar with that one, but let's put that one on the list.
Can I say
Check it out.
something pro about cannibalism?
Sure.
I like
High in protein.
Okay, so if you're gonna
Carnivore diet.
if you're gonna murder somebody, right? Horrible, don't do it.
Yeah.
But if you do, at least you're getting nutrition
That's
after
right.
it.
From the
You're
rooter to
not
the tutor.
wasting anything.
Yep, it's like a Native American.
But, I
Don't
guess
waste
that's
any
wrong.
part of the animal. Yeah.
Would you ever taste human meat?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Like, what if you're at a fancy schmancy restaurant and then they're like, this is a delicacy. And they say it's blah, 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 blah in like fancy restaurant language. And then you have to try it.
No, not in that context. Of course not. Okay. Am I a psychopath?
I don't know.
I've been asked this question before. And I have thought about it a little bit. If we're talking like a deserted island, plane crash in a mountain kind of thing, some Donner Party shit, and I absolutely had to do it, I think casserole form would be the best.
Okay.
A casserole.
I think
Like a chicken casserole, tuna casserole, just, a lot of breadcrumbs and cheese and other stuff going
on. But you
on.
don't have that when you're in the middle of the frozen
It's a great point.
tundra.
Yeah.
Is that the right word for
Frozen
that?
tundra.
Is that
well?
a
Just
thing?
if that's where our plane crashed.
Yeah, that's where it was.
That is a place.
I just made that
Yeah.
plane crash destination.
But if I absolutely had to, it would probably be some sort of casserole. I think maybe of course I'm a barbecue guy. Maybe I do some
smoked human.
smoked human. But yeah, it's pretty nauseating even to
Think about I will
Even
say,
pretend.
do you mind if I go first? Let's talk about this. I would love
where's
it
this going?
if you smoke me.
If I smoked you?
then
like barbecue style or marijuana style?
No. I want you to smoke me like in a smoker, like one of those big ones.
Okay.
But leave my head and then taxidermy my head and use it as a candlestick.
That's horrific. Boo. It's absolutely horrific to even think about. What is wrong with you?
So much. So much. Well, Justin, thank you. I'm going to watch some cannibalism.
Thanks for checking in, Justin. Appreciate that.
Happy Thursday.
we didn't
His
watch-
day off is Thursday.
Did we watch any horror movies last week?
Yeah, we watched the one I fell asleep.
Oh, Poltergeist.
Yeah, I always fall asleep on
I
that.
love that movie. You're not impressed by it.
I'm not at all impressed
You don't
by
think
it.
it's scary?
I don't
Toy clown?
care.
The toy clown thing?
I don't care about
The
Poltergeist.
little girl?
What's happening? Oh, it's a tornado in a bedroom. Big deal, Steven Spielberg.
Well, maybe this movie will.
No,
Entertain
I
you a
think
little
it's
better.
a generational thing. See, I like when people are taken over by evil spirits, and then there's somebody in there, but they're fighting to get out, and then the evil spirit's over them, and then they make, or where they're running around like an animal. I love that.
That movie, Poltergeist, came out a year before you were born. It's not like it's from the silent era. I'm always intrigued by people who just cannot, no, I can't. That movie's 20 years older than I am.
How old were you when Poltergeist came out?
I was 5.
Yeah. So as a 5-year-old, I could completely get your fascination with that film.
You never listened to music
I do.
from an earlier era?
Hello.
Movies?
Dizzy is one of my favorite songs.
Who's Dizzy?
That's from a 60s mix that I used to play at Silver Sneakers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's before you were born, and you appreciate that music. How is a movie any different? I never understood that. I get like extremes. I get, hey, I'm not into silent films, or I'm even black and white. I'll entertain that, even though, but like people who just can't. Oh, that's from the 70s. Yuck.
No, it's not from. Okay, here's the thing. It's from right before. I could see how. Okay, you know how you feel about Scream. That's kind of how I feel about Poltergeist. Like, okay, no, I recognize it's a good movie, and in that era, the special effects were awesome and magical. But I'm an ADHD nightmare, and not a film buff.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm sorry. Okay,
No one's ever accused you of being a buff.
a buff of anything. Okay, next call. Next call.
We got
next
a text.
Call.
A text
I love text.
came in through the wire here. Hey, Dave and Katie. Brandon here.
Hi, Brandon.
Love the new YouTube format. Got a quick question. I've been climbing the corporate ladder, trying to create a cushy. No, I said cushy. Trying to create a now I can't say it. Cushy? Yeah,
Cushy.
Cushy. Not
Cushy.
Not cushy. Cushy. Sorry, Brandon. Let's take that from the top. Brandon here. Love the new YouTube platform. Got a quick question. I've been climbing the corporate ladder, trying to create a cushy life for my wife and 2 kids, but I've been really jonesing to open a barbecue/grilling supply store in my hometown. There's really nothing like that in this part of my home state of Alabama, much less in my hometown. Convinced me that I should follow my dream and talk my wife into downsizing from our house and 4 acres. Ooh, 4 acres.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I'd kill for 4 acres.
Know.
Way to go.
Just to be on the land.
Brandon, wanting to get into a barbecue and grilling supply store. There's nothing like that in Alabama.
Yeah, well, in his area, and I love
his area
this.
of Alabama.
Okay, so I think Brandon already wants to do this. I think he's already on the train. Brandon, do it. You got this. I'm excited for you. Here's my 2 cents, and I don't know anything about anything. However,
That's true.
I don't. But I would start where you're at. For example, let's do a pop-up.
Okay.
Maybe use your 4 acres and do, a barbecue pop-up and maybe have a sale of stuff. Like there's so many cool pop-ups, or you could go to markets and stuff, and then that gets the mojo going, get your social medias going, and boom, you could get a storefront. I don't know. I think that's a nice way. However, I don't know restaurant industry.
No, that's not.
You do.
Well, no, this isn't restaurant. This is barbecue grilling supplies. But
Oh, I thought it was a grill and a restaurant.
barbecue and grilling supply store.
Okay, so different than.
no, but I thought I was following you because it still applies.
Okay, yeah.
You can do, pop-ups don't just pertain to food. Like you said, there's clothing, like vintage clothes pop-ups. There's record store pop-ups.
Yeah.
There's I've even heard like tool pop-ups.
Yeah.
Like the Snap-on tool guy will set up a tent somewhere, But no, I thought that's what you were alluding to.
I meant half, because I was understanding that, but then I also thought it was a restaurant.
That's all right.
Okay, cool.
That's all right. But that's a great idea, actually, though, Boo. Yeah. Rather than just immediately starting with a brick and mortar with all that overhead, maybe you're right
Charlie's
there,
got
bud?
his lion, or is
Okay.
that his tiger?
That's the lion.
A lion,
Come on.
that he has sex with. By the way, that was another thing this weekend.
What?
We have horny animals. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, they're
Yeah.
disgusting.
Harvey,
takes blankets. Oh, he's on a table. Okay.
I'm over here.
Okay.
No, I think that's a great idea. Both Brandon and Katie have great ideas. That's how I would approach it.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Because you started a small business with landscaping,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I started, and that was a little different in that there was no. I mean, there's overhead in terms of my equipment and stuff, but I didn't need a storefront, so that was nice. But yeah, and I used to do food pop-ups here in LA.
That was awesome.
I sold homemade biscuits and smoked chicken wings at comedy shows.
Oh my gosh.
And I did that at the famous Meltdown
Ooh,
comedy show
R.I.P.
until I got fired from my own gig there because I spilt cooking oil all over the back parking lot because I didn't let the fryers cool down enough before I went to recycle it back into its own bottle, and it melted the bottle and went all over, and I had to go rent a pressure washer and clean it up, and then they were like, yeah, we don't want you to come back and do this. But
Well, that's understandable.
yeah, that's on me.
Okay.
But no, point being, I would start small, Brandon. I would start with minimal overhead. I don't know anything about the barbecue grilling supply business or industry, but I would imagine, to start, you would want to put most of your money into the actual product.
Yes.
Building up your inventory. But kind of pop up, weekends, find somebody. My dad, we used to do that with baseball cards.
Yeah.
We didn't call them pop-ups back then, but that's exactly what it was. We would sell baseball cards at festivals.
Yes.
My dad cut a deal with a local video store. They had this little back room, kind of like what would look like the porn room of a video store.
And it's you and your dad.
But it was a family-run video store. So we're not going to put anything weird back there, but we don't really use it. But in the back of the store was this, little room. And he would just cut them in on a percent. Wow. So, you could find a place. I mean, you could even do it at a gas station parking lot, on a Saturday and Sunday.
Oh.
Strike up a deal with the owner. Hey, I'll give you 5%, 10% of sales, whatever.
Yeah.
And, start that and then just see how that goes and then build that up. But anyway, he's not asking for our actual advice on how to do it.
You're right.
He's asking if he should do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. So if he should. So what do you think?
But I think life's too short. Now, I know, Brandon, you say here you got a wife and 2 kids, so that obviously makes things, a little more risky than if it was just you or just, like our situation where it's just 2 of us. But that being said, I think about this all the time, how fortunate I am that I haven't had to have a real day job in 12 years.
Yeah.
And anytime like this weekend, the travel was tough and I got to get up and I got to drive. And anytime I start thinking like that, I remind myself, hey, buddy, you could be driving to the factory.
It's true.
You could be driving to the Outback Steakhouse to flip steaks today, or and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying I'd much rather do what I'm doing now than anything I have ever done. The only thing I've ever done in as far as jobs that I enjoyed remotely as close to what I enjoy now was when I was in radio. Radio was fun.
Yeah.
There was nothing hard about radio other than getting up early in the morning. But beyond that, every other job, even police, even landscaping, I enjoyed it, but it was physical, hard labor.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times I was just sitting on a riding mower, but there was plenty of times where I wasn't doing it. Point being, it's a cliche, Brandon, but life is too short to spend 40, 50, 60 hours a week doing something that you don't like. And he didn't say he doesn't like it, but when I just hear climbing the corporate ladder, that doesn't ring of fun.
Well, yeah,
it doesn't ring of fulfilling.
It would be opening up your own place, especially it sounds like he has a lot of business acumen.
There you go.
There it is. Is that right?
I think so.
Oh my God. But yeah, and since you can take that from your corporate area, use it, and it sounds like he's already decided he wants to.
Yeah.
So I understand. I actually don't because I don't have kids, but it depends. It's important that your wife feels comfortable, but also creating a plan might help with the comfort because I get anxious about, tomorrow. So I understand anxiety. Charlie and the Lion.
Get him, buddy.
Oh, it's fun. He's just, oh boy. There you go. He's on the run. But yeah, I would just say, look, if your partner wants to do something super passionate about it, much like not a League of Their Own, Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
You know what? If you build it, they will come. So if you have this desire in your heart, Brandon.
He will come.
Whatever. I thought it was they. It was a whole group of dudes.
There was a group of ball players that came, but the he was the James Earl Jones character, or the I don't know if they refer to James Earl Jones character or Shoeless Joe Jackson. But I was just listening to something about baseball the other day, and they were talking about how that's like a butterfly effect thing. Not a butterfly effect, a Mandela effect, where you misremember something, like everybody misremembers the same thing. And everybody, when people quote that movie, they always say, if you build it, they will come. But if you go back and watch the movie, it's he will come.
Interesting.
Not to shit on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
What were you saying before I interrupted to mansplain something that's not relevant?
No, I don't know. Oh, but your job as a partner, if your partner wants to jump over the damn moon, you have to sit there and be like, all right, I'm going to watch you jump over the damn moon. You know what I mean? And be excited about it because I'd want that too.
Yeah.
But I think it's a plan together because if you're so passionate about it and you sit down, it's like, let's just talk about this here. Let's negotiate almost. Like I just think that's so much better going about it together and starting that journey because it's going to be a journey.
Yeah.
A store is a lot, but I think Brandon, do it. And listen, we're behind you.
Yeah, and so, and he's talking about one way financially it seems that he might be able to pull it off is downsizing from his house in 4 acres. Now, that would be tough to give up.
Well, you just want the 4 acres.
Oh,
You're like,
4
can
acres.
I just take your life?
So, and I'm sure he's thought of this, but you got to remember this too, Brand. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing as far as like, I'm just quitting this job and I'm starting this business. You'd probably have to quit the job to start the business, but I'm saying you could supplement your income a number of ways in this modern era, this gig-based economy.
So true.
You could, I don't know exactly where he lives in Alabama, but I'm sure maybe he could little DoorDash, little Postmates.
100%.
There's online revenue. There's different ways to kind of supplement your income. So that wouldn't make it as scary as like, okay, well I've taken this job, set it aside. Now I have to match that income with this one new endeavor.
Yeah.
That would be intimidating.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I started my landscaping thing when I pivoted from law enforcement. when I voluntarily walked away from my law enforcement career, I wanted to start landscaping, but I started small, and at the same time I was driving limos and doing other things, and then I just kept doing both until the landscaping was making enough to where I could quit the other things. So,
and also I want to go ahead and say I had a friend that would sell things on TikTok and crushed because so many people are on it. Like using social media is so helpful and fast, and like you can Venmo me and I'll, and people love convenience. So if you drive that crap to them, deliver.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going to make a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Pretty penny.
But yeah, and you have to think, like, I mean, I know a lot of people look at things in terms of black and white of like, well, I've got a family, I've got kids,
Yes.
I've got financial obligations,
Yes.
I have to take care of that. And that is true, but you also have to think about the long-term damage that you're doing to your own psyche and your own, just your soul in terms of just year after year doing a job that you do not like. I don't know how much he likes his current job, but I think there's definitely something to be said. Like I said this when I was starting comedy, like this isn't an original thought, but when I started comedy, I just wanted to make enough money. I wanted to make the same amount of money I was making doing some other job.
Right.
You know, if I made $30,000 a year doing whatever, if I could just make $30,000 a year doing comedy, I'd feel like king of the world. You know, I don't know where I was going with this. Man, I had a point.
Incremental. Maybe it's little steps.
No. I used to say this. I just pulled this out of my ass one time, but it made sense to me. I'd rather make $30,000 a year doing something I love,
Right.
and would theoretically do for free, than $100,000 a year doing something I hate.
Yes.
You know. Now I know the end result's going to be different. You might have to alter your lifestyle, but in terms of your own sanity and your own quality of life and your own mental health, I'd much rather make less money doing something I love, and also being your own boss that also has a high ceiling or no ceiling.
Yeah.
You know, being an entrepreneur is scary, but for the most part, there's no ceiling.
Yeah.
So you got to consider that, as opposed to, well, okay, this job over here, I could go work for this company.
Keep going up the ladder.
And it might be steady, consistent. I might climb a ladder, but yeah, I'm going to climb it slowly, and eventually there's going to be a ceiling. But, you know, when you're doing your own thing, theoretically there's no ceiling. And just the happiness and what that could do to your overall quality of life.
Yeah.
As far as like getting up every day, going to work, A, doing your own thing, being your own boss, but B, in a field or in an area, or as they say now, in a space.
Oh, is that what they say?
That is something that you enjoy doing.
I love that.
Yes, Brandon would be entering the barbecue supply space.
Ooh,
Yes.
that sounds better.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
My fake nail popped.
You okay?
off. I just put it on.
But yeah, best of luck to you, Brandon. Keep in touch, man. Let us know what you decide. I know, you know, that's a scary thing, but
Terrifying.
and it's easy for us to sit here
I
and
know. Just
play
quit.
armchair quarterback with Brandon and his family's livelihood. But you asked me to give a speech.
Brandon, good luck.
Murder Fist reference. But yeah, Brandon, good luck, buddy. And keep us informed. And man, I say go for it. If you can figure out, you know, and again, I don't know how much money he's making now, but like I said, you could patchwork that shit together, man. You might
Sounds
have to,
like he already has a plan.
You might have to work more, but you know, make some money off of your new thing, some money off of this side project, some passive income off of this thing. Figure it out, and then, you know, kind of twist the knobs a little as you go until you get exactly where you want to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Remember, as LL Cool J once said, dreams don't have deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
I just winked at the camera.
That's pretty good.
Isn't that neat? That's kind of fun.
Ladies love Cool
boy.
James.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, so give us a call or a text anytime, 562-548-2012. We want to hear from you, and let us make decisions on your life.
Yeah.
Let us
give you very vague. Go for it.
with no repercussions on our end. But we had a topic lined up today, but we're up against it, and I keep hearing those timers go off. So we will get to that next week.
It's a good topic, guys. It's juicy.
Mm-hmm. It's a juicy topic. I
keep winking.
Charlie, all right over there, bud? Look at that. Look at that cute guy.
He's depressed.
What a sweet little fella.
He's so sad.
Yeah, he's a sad
I don't
boy.
know. Anyway.
But where can we find you on Instagram?
The letter K, the letter T, LOW Strandberg.
There you go.
Oh, I'm there. I'm on the TikToks because I'm getting dressed every day.
Oh, yeah. What's going on with that? So you're
Yeah,
just...
I'm dressing up.
That's a hell of a premise.
Yeah. I'm getting dressed. Okay, so we went over this last week, but Dr. Julie was suggesting to like go ahead and get dressed and dress for the job you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I was inspired. And so today I'm dressing as the job I want, retiree.
There you go.
Boca Raton.
Okay.
Gonna check my mail. Might be rainy outside, but if it's not, I'll sit at the porch.
That's what all this is?
Yeah.
That's very specific.
Yeah.
I like it, though.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's weird. And sometimes I forget, so it's like every other day, but it's there.
Where can we find you on TikTok? Do you not know your own TikTok?
I don't know my own TikTok.
There we go. Social media whiz over here, Katie Strandberg.
Aaron will put it on. Aaron, we'll find it. It'll be right here. You can do it right here. It's right here.
Oh, boy.
This is for later. For post, as they say. We're very profesh.
Next month, come see me on the road. November 16th, I'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina at Goodnight's Comedy Club. And then November 17th and 18th, I will be in Bristol, Tennessee / Virginia.
That's so cool.
If you don't know Bristol's Tennessee / Virginia, the city, the main street in town, one side, it's right on the border, obviously, of Tennessee and Virginia, but this side of the street's Tennessee, this side of the street is Virginia. The Blue Ridge Comedy Club lies on the Tennessee side of the street, and I will be there at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club November 17th and 18th. Come see your boy. And also, I'll be doing shows in Greenville, South Carolina on the 15th and the 19th. I don't have all the dates, and the tickets aren't ready for that, but Greenville, South Carolina folks, come see your boy as well. And then, it'll be fun. And
It will be.
the December dates have been altered just a little bit. We'll talk about that down the road.
Okay.
But
Which
but
is
yeah,
fine.
yeah, come see me in Raleigh, Greenville,
Okay.
and Bristol.
Oh, I love this.
And holler at your boy. The new album / special. The special's up on YouTube.
Yep.
Still, I say still like we got renewed for a second season. Pack a Lunch. Go watch that on YouTube if you have not. And if you're into the vinyl, if you're a vinyl head like myself, 2 LP on translucent colored vinyl. Dave Stone Pack a Lunch is available at blondemedicine.com.
And it's so good, you guys.
Yeah,
and it's amazing.
It's okay. It's I don't know.
It is.
It's all right. But it's a thing I did. So.
It's a great thing you did.
But yeah, if you want to get that vinyl, those are limited supply. They're running low on those, but there is still a little bit of a supply there. So blondemedicine.com or come see me on the road. I'll probably start selling them at the merch table.
Whee!
So I didn't do it this time because it's like flying with it and stuff.
Hot.
But yeah.
So hot.
Also, patreon.com/Dave's Kitchen. If you want to get up on that food.
Yes.
Do a cooking video, instructional cooking video every month, and then also just do a food-related chit-chat podcast.
Oh.
The current one is with one of my best pals, Gilbert Lowand.
Oh, Gilby.
Yeah, Gilbert Lowand joined me, and we talk
baby.
about some food. So, that's at patreon.com/Dave's Kitchen.
Oh,
Boo, always a pleasure.
always a pleasure.
We should do this more often.
Oh, my gosh. We will. Next week. Want to do the same? Meet you here?
Make it a date.
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We love you. Charlie and Harvey and Truman and I. Oh, and Dave and Aaron say thank you. Bye.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Okay, thank you.